Mary is standing by with a little bit more on the World Cup. That is right, Victoria. In just hours, the ball gets rolling at the World Cup in Brazil, and millions of soccer fans are ready to yell, "Goal!" They're wearing their favorite team jerseys, and this morning to help us sort out the strongest teams and their chances, we welcome Ed Salas with RGVFootball.com. So good morning, Ed.
Good morning. Thanks for being here.
I'm glad to have you because I love talking soccer. I'm wearing the USA jersey, so I'm ready to go and start watching some games.
Right, exactly. And today they start about 3 o'clock, Brazil and Croatia opening up the first game of the World Cup.
All right, so for those of us that perhaps don't understand really how the advancement works for the World Cup, let's start with the groups. There's different groups that get to qualify and then enter about 4 each, right? Four
teams in each group, and there's 8 groups. In all, they play 3 games in the first round, and then it goes on to single elimination from then on.
Okay, so there's several groups, so we have a picture there of the different groups that we're looking at. Now, the USA is in the team of death. Why is it called the team of death?
The group of death.
Yeah, the group of death.
In Group G, because those are the toughest teams, the toughest group out of all 8 groups. There's Germany, Portugal, Ghana, and the United States are grouped in that one.
Okay, got it. So they're going to have a tough time.
It's going to be really tough. It's not totally impossible. They beat Portugal in 2002. Ghana has been a sore spot for the U.S. They've been eliminated by Ghana twice before.
Right.
And Germany is always tough. They're a perennial power, so it'll be tough getting past them. But it's not impossible. They could get those 4 or 5 points that they need to advance and maybe get past Portugal and leave them out.
Absolutely. And also they won their friendlies, so that's right. That's a good news. They played 3 friendlies before the actual World Cup, and then they did pretty good.
Yeah, they did pretty well.
Let's talk about Mexico, because our friends down south, they obviously, a lot of people here love Mexico, the team.
Right.
So tell us more about their chances.
Theirs are also along the lines of the United States.
It's also sketchy.
It's a little tough, a little harder for Mexico than maybe the U.S. Not so sure there, because in their case, they pretty much belly flopped their way into qualifying. The panzazo is how they got to the World Cup. So their top scorer hasn't really been scoring. Chicharito, as we mentioned before, he hasn't really been kicking in. So it's going to be tough. They have to play Brazil, or with Brazil, Croatia, and also in there with Cameroon. And they struggle against African teams. Right. You have Brazil. Croatia has some really great players, right. And that'll be the key game on Friday against Cameroon. They have to get those 3 points from them with the victory.
The USA plays on the 16th.
On the 16th, against Ghana.
Against Ghana. And just really quickly, which 4 teams do you feel are contenders for the Cup?
I'd say definitely Brazil, Spain, and there's probably more than that. Germany, Argentina, Holland. I didn't mention that before. Holland is a perennial power as well.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us. We definitely wish the USA team the best of luck. Hopefully they make it all the way to the end. So thank you, Ed, for being.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Let's send it over to Victoria.